All right, welcome back to another episode of the Ovando Running Podcast. This is going to be episode 3. I got my co host Jake Ferguson joining us today. What's up, Jake?
What up?
And today we got a special guest. Today we got Mr. Herschel Shah. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing good, chilling. Uh,
You,
yeah,
you want to give us a little introduction, like where you're at right now? Um, yeah.
yeah, sure. So I'm a first year law student out of Cornell. Just started like a month ago at this point, and yeah, trying to stay running, trying to keep up with the ultra running community as best as I can, but and trying to be a law student. Well, yeah, just figuring shit out.
A lot of balance in there. All right, so Herschel is a savage, and I'll just have some of his achievements right here. He recently, well, not recently, marathon, rock and roll marathon. We got him at a 2:52:35, so Boston qualified. We got Griffith Park 50K. He podium, got third there. Rooster's Backyard Ultra, 104 miles for third place. Pirates Cove 24 hour, another podium, third place. Leona Divide 50 mile took first, got a silver ticket to AC 100, and his most recent dub was the Virgil Crest 50 mile, took first. Um, how does the East Coast like compare to the West Coast? Not just like trails or anything, just kind of like in general.
I think the community is definitely smaller, at least out in the middle of nowhere, New York, that Ithaca is. The weather is also a lot different, or at least it's not too bad right now, but snow is a lot more, cold, raining, so trying to figure that out. Uh, the core, I mean, I think the course was pretty similar. Like, trails seem pretty similar. It's a lot more like branchy, if anything. Like, the trails were,
Like roots.
yeah, a lot more roots, a lot more like stuff to trip on, less rocky than I think the courses I've been on the West Coast.
So
Uh,
basically, in other words, what you're saying is you can't wear road shoes out there like you did back home on the trails.
I can't. I brought road shoes to Virgil. I did the first loop and I was like, there's no way I'm wearing road shoes for the course. But yeah, I stuck to my I got a pair of Solomon Slab Genesis that I asked you, Tim, about, and I bought them in Japan, and I've been using those for trails out here.
Yeah, what do you think about those?
I like them. They're good. They've been pretty nice. Even on the road, I've liked using them. They give good support. Honestly, I can do speed and it doesn't like trip me up as much. I like them a lot.
Because I was going to recommend, let me see where they're at. I was going to recommend these to you, the Ultra
Okay.
Glide, but I like the midsole and everything, the ride, but the collar, that's the only thing is once you start to like compress the foam a lot, it
Uh-huh.
starts to like you were talking about Jake with the speed go, it starts to like
No one
bite the bottom
understands.
of the ankle. It's
Mm,
horrible.
I've only had like one other person notice that.
Yeah, it's
It's like a
so annoying.
non-injury injury, dude. It sucks.
And it just
yeah, and
like
I
it
like
it bruise too.
I
Yes.
destroy my shoes, so that would screw me over completely.
Yeah. Put like what? Over a
What?
thousand on yours, right?
I like to throw 1,000 miles on a shoe.
Then they're
I
broken
feel
in,
like you've
ready to go.
yeah. Dude, I offered him a pair before rock and roll. I was like, "Hey, dude, you want to wear? I got some Vaporflies or whatever. You want to wear them?" And he's like, "Nah, I should be good." And then I see him wearing his Endorphin Pros that have like 700 or 800 miles on them. But dude, he still threw down. I feel like you've definitely debunked the myth of like super shoes can only last like 200 or 300 miles. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of like a marketing thing at this point. They're just trying to get you to spend more
Yeah.
money.
Maybe there's like a marginal benefit, but like I don't run to be like 1% faster. I run for the thrill of running. So it's like, how much is like a $300 shoe gonna change my running experience?
Yeah, exactly. Um, so what does like training look like with going to law school? Like, how are you fitting all that in?
It's been harder. Like I have less time. I'm like figuring out when to run. Like I run between classes at this point, so it's like I leave the law school, I come back to the law school, and then I have like 30 minutes to like change or shower before like going to class. And I don't know, I've been running less mileage for sure, just because like a lack of time. Also, just like I don't like I should be waking up at like 6 or 7 ideally, and then getting an hour of run in, but then I just like don't wake up in time, and then I run in the evenings. I also think like it's weird. This is like the most amount of sleep I've needed, cause like my brain's being used at max capacity, and then I go and run and my body's tired. So every night I've been getting like 8 9 hours of sleep just to like keep my body physically healthy and like not tired throughout the day. But like I think weekends I still have time for like a long run. So it balances out. I'm just probably not doing like crazy mileage right now.
It's responsible. You're a wise man now, Herschel.
No
Dude, it's busy.
over 100-mile weeks.
There we go.
No 200-mile weeks. This week.
Awesome, man. Well, it seems like you're still getting it in. Because I'll see your Strava and you get some faster
Oh, yeah.
stuff in, and it's still a thrill to see your workouts, because I think they're kind of like, people will look at them and they're just kind of like, whoa, how does this dude do these? So
It doesn't make sense. You're always so
um,
It's awesome.
yeah. Jake, what were you saying when you drive through like the La Jolla area? You were telling me the other day.
Oh man, yeah. This is actually before the last week podcast. I was driving back from surfing and I was passing through like near where you used to live. And I was like, oh, I always imagine, because I always drive there to go surf. And every time, I don't know if you get that when you're like driving past something, you like think of something. Every time I think of Herschel,
Yeah.
I think of Herschel running around. I always think of you. I'm like, I can just imagine Herschel tearing up these streets, because I always see your Strava runs, or like, I don't know. I just know you're like, it was like right passing through every time I go surf down there. I don't know. It was just a
Yeah.
funny little image in my head. So I texted that to Tim on the way.
Bro, I
to the
miss
podcast.
I miss La Jolla.
I
Everything
know,
in
it's-
Ithaca is hilly as hell. Like it's just hills here,
Like,
like everywhere.
it's not-
Every run of mine is like 600 feet of elevation, even if I'm trying to be flat.
Yeah.
It's good for ultras, I guess, but it's like if I'm trying to do speed work, it's like impossible.
Not ideal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Funny, I
dude's still
would've guessed
going
the
out
opposite.
dropping like low fives on his 5K still when it's hilly. Yeah, going back to, I mean, dude, I really think they should just rename this Herschel Crest now at this point. But going back to Virgil Crest 50, what's like I know you kind of explained it's like pretty rooty and stuff, but what's like the vert on it, and like go ahead and give us some of that detail.
Yeah, it was a brutal course in the sense that it was like what 11K over 50 miles, and the course was like a 16-mile one-way loop. You come back to the start line, and then you do a 16-mile loop the other way, and then the 50-mile does one more loop the way the first loop you came, and then the 100-mile does 3 of each. And from the start, you start on like a over like point 0.7, you go up like 600 feet. Then you drop 600 feet on like a ski course. Like this was like the steepest. It's not a trail. You're basically just going down grass. And I remember like going down it. The first downhill was fine because I was like feeling great. I came up on it and I was like, dude, this is like 20 to 30% grade of straight like grass and like branches. So I'm like slipping while going up. Can't run. Like you can't run that at all. I'm just like hiking up it. And I'm like, this is probably what Barkley is for like 100 miles. Like the whole thing. And I was like, dude, if I can't do this for like half a mile, I'm screwed for Barkley. Like in that moment, I was like, dude, I don't want to do Barkley all of a sudden because like that would be miserable. But that first part is rough, and you do that every time you go back, like every time you finish a loop, because you have to go through that to get to the start and back. That was miserable. Like I hated that part. It just sucked. But the rest of it wasn't terrible. You basically just go up and then come back down. On the loops.
Rolling kind of, or was it like just big climbs?
It was just like big climbs, really. Yeah. So you just go up a climb and then go down. And like there were like a few road sections, like very little road sections, but most of it was trails. And it followed like there's some like long trail, or not long trail, some like trail out here that it followed that runs through Ithaca. But as Tim probably knows, because like when I did Kodiak, I suck at navigation. Like I could take a wrong turn on a trail that only has one path. So like I kept getting lost, and like that was probably like I probably lost like 10 minutes from just like getting lost and then trying to find the right way. But
Did you have like anything with you, like a watch or a phone?
I had a watch, but the course they gave us wasn't the course they marked.
That's
So
a
like
course,
some
I
parts
think.
of it was just like I was off course, but I'd be seeing their like little ribbons, and I'm like, okay, I know I'm on course. I'm just not following my watch.
It was the same.
Um,
Yeah, I hate when that.
Yeah, it was well marked. Honestly, like objectively, it was pretty well marked. I just wasn't. I'm just not good at finding a trail for some reason. So I need to work on that. That's my stupidity. But the course was pretty nice. It was really nice for most of it. Just that like ski slope was miserable. Like I can't imagine doing 100 mile there. Like, I would start
Go up and down
crying.
the ski slope.
Honestly, like for if I want to do something like Mogollon or Barkley or like Ouray, I probably should just do repeats of that slope. Like that's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
hard.
Was this to you? Yeah, I'd probably go over.
Like a 30-minute drive, not far at all.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Did you pre-run it at all, or did you?
No, I didn't pre-run. Like I just went out and just did the course for the first time. So that's probably like if I scout out a course, that'll probably save me some time on
Yeah,
race
you
day.
won't be getting
Yeah.
lost and just know.
Yeah.
So I got a question about this one. Did you like, were you racing it during it? Did you come into it with intentions to race? And did you know that you won?
I definitely came into it with the intention of racing.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
I mean, at least from the start line, it didn't seem that anybody was super fast, so I knew I had a good shot at a podium. And it was a small field. It was like 15 people or something, so not a lot of people are racing it. I think I knew by mile 25 to 30 that I was probably going to win.
Okay.
Because on the second loop, what they do is they have you go 6 miles out, and then you do like a 4 mile
So
like
you could see
lollipop,
everyone.
and then you come back 6 miles. I did the 4 miles. I came back, and they were like, nobody's come in yet.
Oh.
So
yeah,
I was a
so
good
you
like
kinda had
4 or 5 miles ahead, and at that point, I was like, okay, I have a pretty good shot at this. Yeah, from then on, it was just like racing myself. Like that's what I told myself. I was
Yeah.
like, you're pushing yourself at this point. There's not like a second place that's going to catch up to you necessarily.
Well, respect
Um,
pushing.
yeah,
Hopefully it's hard.
I mean that's why we run. But
What was like your favorite part of the course then? Like you told us that your least
Sounds like
favorite,
the
but
ski
what was
slope,
like the
right?
favorite?
dude, honestly, uh, there was a moment like mile like 44, 45 where I just like something kicked in me. I don't know what, and I just like started running probably like 8 minute pace for like a mile or mile and a half. That was probably my favorite because I felt like I was like in the zone.
Just a
Like I
crazy
felt like it was
high.
dialed. Yeah, it was just like a high for some reason. And like I did not eat during this race. I had two gels.
Wait,
I was
what?
relying on like liquid calories for most of it. And they had like some highly hydration, like that was their sponsor. So it was like it low key tasted like vomit too. So like I barely ate during the race. That's probably why I like wasn't as fast towards the end, but um, I think
What?
nutrition's my other like weakness that I need to work
You're
on.
you're a savage with the nutrition. Well, okay,
Well,
first, congrats, because that's awesome.
thank you.
I think that's so cool. I saw that on your Strava, and I like, heck yeah, because Tim said Herschel was gonna do it. Had a 50 coming up. I didn't know when
Yeah.
it was, but heck yeah. But I've seen you at Griffith. You're good at forcing down gels
Oh,
when they don't want to
hold
go
on
down.
one
Yeah,
second.
you're good.
Yeah, I'm should be good, but okay, the problem for me was okay, I didn't have any non-caffeinated gels, and I had emailed the race RD, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we don't have any gels because like people like a variety of some, but we'll try to get some for you." So I went the first loop, and I had caffeine gels with me, but I was like, I don't want to use those until I hit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mile 25, 30. So I just relied on like electrolyte mix and like a high calorie um, liquid in my other water bottle. And then I came into the start and all they had was caffeine gels. And I was like, shit, like I'm not taking any gels until I hit 25, that means. And then I ended up getting to like mile 30 and I did not want to eat. So I had like two gels the entire time. And I was like, that's on me, honestly.
That's even more savage. That's respectable.
Well, I mean, like,
Did you have any? Go ahead.
no, I was saying like if the field was more competitive or like I felt like I had to push more, I probably would have
Go force them down.
been smarter with my nutrition.
Did you have any like issues? Like I know at Pirates, because for some reason, dude, whenever you throw up on a race, I get worried because you seem like you always get like a superpower after that. So like when I saw you throwing up at Pirates, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh no, this guy's about to catch me, and sure as heck, you freaking caught me. Did you have any like issues like that, or having to go to the bathroom at all, or?
Yeah, okay, my other problem is I don't train with like calories much. Like I run most of my runs like without water or gels. So when I took that first loop within the first hour because I was drinking like an 80-gram carb mix, I had to take a shit in the woods. And second place caught up to me right as I was finishing. So I remember just sitting in the woods, like taking a shit, and then this guy starts running. I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta get up, I gotta go. Um, but after that, I threw up twice. Once I tried having like a peanut butter jelly like sandwich at the start line. I took two bites and then I started throwing up. So then I was like, I can't eat that. And then the second time, I I took a handful of salt and just threw it in my mouth because I was like, I should probably be taking salt at an aid station. And then I threw up again because my body didn't like that. But yeah.
You're wild.
That's
That's why I
funny.
love all these stories. It just
Did you?
you ways that it's so good, dude. It's awesome.
What high calorie drink were you using or high carb?
I was using the SIS fuel beta fuel.
The
Beta
beta,
fuels.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are good. Yeah, they can just be like a little like heavy, like you were saying, especially if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
But did you wear the what your kit, like your same
Yeah, of course.
ritual?
Same exact shirt. Dude, my shirt's getting torn up a bit, so
Oh no.
it's still usable, but we'll see how long.
It's maybe stretching too, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not too bad. Uh,
With the
I
Bobby,
tried to
Bobby
go.
pin gel.
Oh, I didn't. I took the vest this time, so I didn't need a bobby
Oh, you
pin.
wore a
But
vest. Okay.
at my next race, I might go handhelds again, cause I don't like vests. They're just too clunky.
They're bouncy.
Yeah, I don't need all
Fast
that.
enough, you can use that in military.
Dude, why are things like the tables have turned? I was the one that would use the freaking handhelds and belt now, and now I'm going to like vest. And now well, Jake, you're thinking about going back to the belt, right?
That's not a
Or-
fast thing. That's a my vest just was making me angry at my last race. it ain't a fast thing, it's a comfort thing.
But for me, I just feel like for the vest, I don't know. Once I got used to it, because I feel like I would just throw the vest on for races, I wouldn't really do much training in it. And now, like, once I did a lot of my runs in it, I just kind of got used to it. I don't
I
know.
guess. Yeah, maybe that's my issue. Maybe I'm just I also feel like I need to just not race so often so I can train. And
Bro, your training is like races.
I know that's what it's been for like a couple months.
Beast.
Dude, yeah, you say you need to train, whatever, not race as much, and now you're going to do. What are you doing in 3 weeks? Or less than 3 weeks?
I think it's like a week. I don't know. Saddles. I gotta figure this out. Alright. Herschel,
Hey, so, okay, go ahead, yeah.
I got something that I think people would like to hear about. I just want to show your uniqueness because I love the way you approach all this, Herschel, so much. I want you to tell like your self-supported ultras or your like outside of races because you've done a few non-race ultra distance stuff.
Well, I mean, for starters, me and Tim did
Yeah.
the 100 around San Diego for fun. Like, no race, nothing. I've done like backyard ultras, kind of self-supported, just like 4 miles on the hour. That's how I did my first 50, like last February or something. I did like 100K last August. I just like, I mean, for me, ultras is the pushing yourself. It's the, and like, you can do that anywhere, right? Like, you don't need to be at a race. You don't need to, especially because races are like far away from me. They cost a lot of money. There's a lot of factors that go into a race that I can't control for. So it's like, if there's an occasion, I can just race on my own. Like, I can just go out and do my own thing. So I think like that's my overall goal. You know, it's like to push yourself in a way that I can. Because like my life, I have like with law school going on, like I literally don't have the time most weekends, for example, to race. Like last week,
You're studying.
right, yeah, like with school and all these other commitments. So I think like when I can carve out the time myself, even if it's just a few hours, even if it's one day, it's a little easier for me to just like push myself and like go for a run, go for a race, whatever it is.
You like the flexibility of the
Yeah,
self-organized.
yeah, and I think there's some benefit of just being alone and pushing through. I mean, races have their own like. I will always run faster in a race because I have support because I'm competing. There's other people out there. Like the energy of a race is amazing, don't get me wrong. But like if I really want to push myself, like I just got to be solo, you know?
Do you think that's harder for you to? I mean, I know that.
I think yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's easier to quit cuz I don't have
Yes.
anything like necessarily getting me to a finish line, for example.
I fully understand. That's what scares me about that loop. I've been thinking about that a lot. I almost did that instead of saddles. But I was
What,
thinking
best
about,
runner?
like, will I quit? Yeah, I don't know. I won't quit during
Oh,
the race,
dude.
but I don't know if I don't know. Let's see.
Well, I mean, the first time I attempted it, like when I had bad diarrhea, like if I was in a race,
You would
I
have
think
finished.
I would have like,
Sucked it up.
even though it was cold, I would have like tried to lay down in a bush for a bit. But at that point, yeah, I mean, it is the section where I was at. For some reason, dude, it just got super cold. Like, couldn't keep anything down. Didn't want to eat. Like, I swear my diarrhea was gray, but apparently it wasn't. Brittany told me it wasn't, which I trust her,
Why
but
would Brittany have
it
told
just
you
it looked like it because she was there and I had to have her look at it.
that? Wait, she was
'Cause I
there?
was- So she saw me at the end of Sycamore Canyon
Oh, I didn't know that.
when I got out of there, and then that's where, because I was taking I wasn't like doing any solids, and my gut wasn't like trained
Oh,
up.
because I remember the day before you went to Roadrunner and you bought like 50 random gels. And you're like, I'm gonna eat all of this. I'm not even gonna stop. And you didn't stop. And you ate all of them.
Yeah, dude, I ate a whole bunch, and then like I tried taking. I think I also took too much charcoal because my plan going into it was like, oh, dude, if I just take like a charcoal every few hours, I'll be fine. And then I think it kind of like it didn't have like a good effect on me. But dude, yeah, going back to like the best runner, I remember when we were and I know you actually have a video up. I just recently saw that of best runner. I didn't know you put it up. But the part where we were going up cows, and for some reason, dude, there's always like in the middle of a race, we'll just like start racing each other whenever we're in the same race. It's like we're just like trying to break each other. I think it's hilarious.
You almost killed me at Kodiak.
I want to hear this story from your side, Herschel, because I've heard it from Tim.
Nah, this kid just started running up the hill, like he started pushing himself, and I was like,
Wow.
this was like 79, I want to say.
Oh,
Or
I thought
like
it was like 50 from what I heard. Maybe, I mean, I wasn't there. This is just.
maybe
What?
69, something like it was.
What? Where
The
at?
second
At
loop.
Kodiak?
Yeah, Kodiak up that
I
hill.
think I want to say it was like the 60s, mid six, like 60
Yeah, it was-
something.
Okay, mid 60s. He starts running up the hill, and like, I was not good at uphill, so like, but I was like, I'm not getting dropped by this guy. And I was like, all right, he's running, I'm running, like, fuck it. And then like, he went ahead, he like pushed all the way to the aid station, I think. And then I stopped running, and I was like feeling weird because I think I didn't drink enough water. And then I was like still like a mile or a mile and a half away. I ran out of water. I started like chugging my water and ran out. And then like I think someone from the aid station was walking down, and I was like, hey, like how much further is it? And she was like, oh, you're almost there, like 0.7. And so like I was like, okay, I'm gonna collapse. Like I have to make it. I somehow make it, and then I get to the aid station. Tim's like chilling there. He's like, oh, like he was like, yeah, I just pushed because I felt good. Like I was gonna wait here, and then I sat down, and then I started like shivering and like couldn't see straight. I got scared as hell, and then like eventually you gave me like an electrolyte pill or something. I took it.
Yeah, I was like,
and
here, you probably need some electric.
and then felt a lot better.
And
like-
and then I remember when the medic, remember he told you He's like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah,
not letting you leave until you pee and you finish this water." And then you were
yeah.
sitting down, and
I
this
probably
fool's
would have
not.
like DNF'd if it wasn't for you, and just like you were like, nah, you have to finish this, and I was like, fuck.
Well, I remember like we were because we probably spent like half an hour there, over
Oh, we
half an
spent like
hour.
an hour there.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
a lot
so I
of
just
time.
remember shout out Steve too for like helping us out, like feeding us and all that. But
Yeah.
I just remember we were sitting there after he had told you like, "Hey, I'm not letting you leave this aid station until you finish this water." And you're just kind of like sitting there like you're not drinking it, and I'm like, "Yo, like go dump that shit out. Like we need to get out of here. Go tell him you finished it." And then you're like, "All right, dump it out." And then you go up and you're like, "All right, let's go." Oh, that was funny, dude. But yeah, I remember too, like, just messing around with you when maybe like after you threw up, I was like, dude, Herschel, like, let's just DNF right here. And I remember like you looked up at me and you're like, really? And I'm like, nah, dude. I'm like, we're finishing this thing. I guarantee you, if I would have been like, yeah, I'm done, like, the tapped. But like, yeah, dude, that was. I still do want to go back and do the original. That'd be
Ooh.
sick.
I
Like
think
the
it's
Sugarloaf
coming
climb.
up in like a week or two.
Yeah, it's soon.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
all sold out. Cause I even kind of thought about it. I was like, maybe, and then I looked, sold out. It sold out
They
like
doubled.
months
They
ago.
made a double stone event or something, so everyone signs up for it, like from all over. To get like, because it's like double the points or something for UTMB now. I don't know.
Hey, Herschel, are you gonna apply for UTMB again?
Probably just to apply, cause
Yeah,
I'm
cause
gonna
I was
run
thinking of
for.
doing it.
I think Western is probably like more realistic in terms of what I can do right now. I think going out to UTMB is probably too expensive, at least where I'm at right now. But I'll still apply, like you never know.
Yeah,
Yeah, Western's a lot closer.
Yeah.
yeah. One of these days, man, that'd be sick if like that. I sent you that picture. I'll try and put it up on the screen, like in the video, but that's gonna be us. But we're gonna have different bibs on. um,
Dude, hell yeah.
yeah, that I mean that would be sick, huh? Imagine.
Bro, like 5 years from now,
Uh,
that would be crazy.
do you think you'd want to try and go for a golden ticket at some point?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, if I'm in that like position of speed, I would. But like, I'm like far from that right now, so I like one day that's the goal.
Do you have like
I could see you
a
going
course
something like that.
that you would try and go for it on?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about the specific courses. Maybe like I don't know. Hobbling 100 sounds fun. Like that, the entire like event just feels fun.
I agree. I just thought you would have said 100K. I don't know why.
Hmm.
This dude's
I
gonna be
can get
ripping like
better.
a 13 hour 100 at Avelina.
I know.
Cause I'm pretty sure you need to be able to run in like the 13s to get one there. And like if it's dude, that's crazy. I mean, even what some of the 100K times, even at like Black Canyon, they're crazy fast.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's
yeah, dude. I actually kind of got a funny question, but you know how when we were out at the 200s that I've ran with you, um, I remember like middle of the night, like I don't know, it's sometime you wouldn't really expect, but I can't remember where we were at. I think it was like right before a road crossing on Kodiak, and then like I think it was your mom or your dad called you, and they're like, and you're just like, Mom, I'm in an ultra right now. Like, yes, I'm eating. Did she call you out at Virgil's at all, or?
Actually, no. I called them once, I think, at some point. But I feel like, okay, I think they've gotten to the point where they're not worried for me in 50s. Because it's like during the day, it's not as stressful for them. But if I do hundreds, they get scared at night. They're like, don't run at night. Like, that's their big thing. They don't want me running through the
Take a
night.
break. Wait till the sun comes out.
Yeah, like they even when I was doing like the backyard simulations and stuff, they'd call me and they'd be like, just run this day, go to sleep, and then run the next day. Like, what's stopping you from just running during the day? And I'm like, but that defeats the purpose of like running at night. And like, it's fair. I mean, especially if I'm by myself, like running at night can be dangerous in some senses. So I get where they're coming from, but I think during 50s, during shorter races, I call them because when I'm struggling, it's nice to talk to someone. Like, I like calling people when I'm like really struggling. I'll call my girlfriend or I'll call my parents. But during hundreds, they'll call me just because they're worried.
Gotcha.
And then,
Great at
yeah, I remember this. At Best Runner, they called me in the evening, if you remember, Tim, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just run home after we finish. Like, it's only
Oh
5 minutes
yeah.
back home. And then my dad was like, no, no, like, you better not, like, you better, like, take an Uber, like, I just like messing with them at that point.
Well, dude, he even started. He was like, "Yeah, I think I might actually run home," and I was like, "Dude, you know, like that, like whatever the 5 miles, like at the end of 100, you're cooked. Like that could take you
Yeah.
freaking a long time." And I even remember at the when we finished or whatever, he's like, "Hey, dude, like you're good to drive back or whatever." And this was like kinda. Well, this was after Jake and I did the crazy Mogollon drive, and I'm like, dude, I've done like way gnarlier. But yeah, dude, good times. Um, what? So, yeah, Virgil's awesome job, dude. That's freaking sick. Yeah. So you were talking, like, kind of going back to the Western States thing. Like, what's going on next?
So I have not run a qualifier this year, so I'm doing Lake Sonoma 100K
Really?
in mid-October, so like 3 weeks out, I think. And yeah, I think that's a qualifier. That decent amount of vert, 100K. I think, okay, I saw the start list. Somebody named, okay, Chris Brown, I think. Like really fast.
Like,
He's done Western before. He placed like top 10 or something, I think. Like ridiculously fast runner. He's on the start list, so I'm interested. Like
Yeah, I think it's a competitive one. You'll enjoy
Oh,
it, dude.
yeah,
I've
I'm
heard good
excited.
things. You're just gonna go
I
Yeah.
for the weekend?
I'm going home, so we get a week off for like fall break. So I'm going home for the week, and at the end of the week, there's this race. So I'm running the race,
That worked out.
and then I fly out like the next day.
Yeah.
So hopefully it all figures itself out.
Good luck. You're gonna
Yeah.
crush it.
You think you're gonna solo that one, or are you gonna have your parents come out and crew it?
Probably gonna solo, just because I figure there will be good aid stations, and they're not too far apart, all of them. It's like an out and back course, so you have the stations, like, you'll see them twice, basically. So I think I'll be fine just carrying a belt, carrying handhelds, and then, like, refilling at stations. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go solo. I don't want, like, my parents coming out and the whole thing.
Are you gonna try and like? Do you want to send it, or are you just kind of going to get your ticket?
Oh no, I'm sending it. You have to send it. There's no point of. I mean,
Talking about
Yeah.
Is that your first 100K, Harshil?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be interesting because I've never even. Yeah.
That distance sucks, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna hit the 50 and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like I've done so good. And there's gonna be 12 miles left. I'm gonna want to die.
What I felt like, and Tim, I was telling Tim, but you're gonna be done way before. Way before. Like for us, we like just went into the night for like a tiny bit. Because he was pacing me. And I was like, this just feels like a tease. Tim and I are both like, we just want to go through the night, dude. Like, I just want to run through the whole night. But like, you're just done in like an hour after. I don't know. You'll finish in the daytime though, so you probably won't. You won't feel the same way. But like, it just felt weird. It was like, it's like too short to feel like 100, but too long to run fast. For me, I can't. It's so long. Like it's not like a 50K. I don't know, dude. That's just how I felt about it.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
makes
he won't
sense.
get
It's
that.
gonna be
He'll finish quicker, I think.
Hey, bro,
If you finish
you never
right now,
know.
dude, it was like 16 hours at Cuyamaca. That
Oh,
was
Jesus.
a long day.
Funny enough, there's a kid at my law school. He's a third year, but he's running Cuyamaca 100K this
Dude,
year.
that's so
He's
random.
flying out to SD. Yeah, like he
Oh,
just
that's
told me.
so
I was like,
cool.
oh shit, dude. Like I'm from SD.
Yeah, we did the training run.
Yeah,
Last
I've been
loop,
on those
yeah.
trails. Yeah.
Was he all asking you about the course at all, or what the trails were like?
I don't think he really cares. Like, I think he's done his research. He's just doing it to do it.
That's awesome.
He wants to
Yeah.
get the Western states, or
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it too much. I literally learned of his existence like last week, and then I texted him on Strava, and then he was out at Virgil for the 50K, so I saw him for like a minute or two, like in passing, but like I haven't seen him since. Like, I don't really know him that well, but I know he's
That's
running
cool.
Cuyamaca. Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. It's a great race.
Yeah.
hey, talking about this is one of the last things, but sending it. When did you start like finishing super hard in races? Like, has that always been a thing? Like when you did cross country, or
I don't think it was during. I think just like PCT, cause like PCT, I was wrecked by like mile 25. Like after you leave that aid station for like the out and back.
The short
I remember at that point I left for that like turnaround point, and I felt like terrible. And then like the way back, like my quads were seizing the entire way. Like that was my first ultra. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what gels were. Like I was kind of just like going with whatever I had. And I remember like
anything?
a handheld.
Oh,
And I held gels in my hand. I had no belt. I remember I think that's the time I used tape to stick my like gel trash to my like body so I didn't have to hold it. Um, but I think that's the race where like the last mile, like there was this guy. I was walking like the last like 4 miles, 3 miles, like 45 to 49 or something, and then this guy like ran and came up on me. So I like was like, okay, I can keep up with this guy. So I was jogging down, and then I knew I had a mile left. So I just like started going. I was like, I passed the guy. I was like, I felt kind of bad because I was on his tail for like half a mile and just like riding off him. But then I passed him, and then I just felt good. So I started like pushing, and I remember like sprinting the end. And there was a guy who finished like 9 seconds before me, which I'm always like a little salty about. But I think that's the day where I like really started pushing it at the end. And ever since then, I just like I know there's something in the tank at the end, you know? So
that's awesome, Herschel. What do you guys call it? Pulling a Herschel.
exactly? If anyone wants to know when I say that term, when I say I'm pulling a Herschel, this is the guy we're talking about. This is the creator of it. Yeah, dude. When I finished Western, man, the first thing was I was thinking, I was like, dude. I'm like, did Herschel see that? I was like, where's he at? Dude, because there was a part of me in my mind where it was like, nah, dude, like, when I was overheating, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sprint in the finish. And then when Jake had told me there was like 15 minutes left to like go under 21, dude, I just freaking, I went crazy, dude. So I'm assuming
Dude,
you
that's
did the same thing at Virgil, yeah?
Well, because you go up the ski slope, so I was walking that. There was like, no way I'm running. But then on the way down, the like point .8, I think I closed the last 400 in like 4:45 pace. I was just sprinting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I think I have it on my GoPro. I was just like holding my GoPro and sprinting down the hill. So maybe I have the footage
We'll have to
somewhere.
link the GoPro footage or something.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
But
dude. Yeah, I love the Herschel sprints. You're good.
Dude, they're the best. Because even I remember my uncle was at PCT 50. And before I had even met you, he was telling me, he's like, dude, there was this one kid came in, like, he's shirtless and he was like going full sprint. And I'm like, really? And then I found out it was when I finally met you, I was like, I told my uncle, I'm like, dude, I finally met the kid that was coming in full sprint. And he's a savage. Even at Noble Canyon, there was a
yeah, he was on
video
the
of
bike, I
him.
think.
Yeah, and he's like, dig
Yeah.
deep. And you're
I
just
remember
coming
it.
in sprinting, dude. Awesome, bro. Well, shoot. I mean, that's all. That's all I've got. Jake, you got anything else, or?
No, that, like, I just wanted to hear what you've been up to, man, and let the people know. Let the people know. I love your mindset, Herschel. That's like the best part. Like, it's not like, I don't know. You don't overthink things. You kind of just do it. So I think it's
Thanks.
like
I
Dude,
agree.
I miss
you showed up
SD.
with a water bottle and gel. But did you? I mean, I think you were top 10 at PCT, right?
Maybe 11th or 12th, like just off.
I mean, that was
the
your first
top.
ultra, dude, and you
Yeah.
just sent it and don't care. Like, you don't care if you have fancy stuff. You just send it, regardless. So I need to take that attitude more. I love it. So.
Hey man, you're a beast in your own way. You guys run some crazy like Ure, Mogian, bro.
You would
that's
love
insane.
both of those, Herschel. I'm gonna get you out there.
42,000 feet over. I would start crying like mile 10. That's crazy.
Right.
Oh, respect.
Herschel, you got any shout outs you want to give to anyone, or?
Nah, not really. Just chilling.
Shout out to the grind, to keep grinding. Alright, well, thanks everyone for tuning in. That was episode 3, and we'll catch you on the next one.